Hey y'all, we're going to be doing a nice flow today for full body with breath. Start at the front of your mat. Let's do it. Standing tall, whatever mat you have, whether it's a towel, the floor, or your rubber mat. And want to just take any mental baggage, pick it up and set it to the side. Okay, so on your mat space, you have a clear, clean space to practice mentally and physically. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. If you're familiar with Ujjayi Pranayama, this is your time to begin that nostril breathing, slight constriction at the back of your throat. And I invite you to keep that breath for the remainder of class. Inhale, arms go high to the sky. Exhale, flat back, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, step left foot back, plank pose. Fingers spread wide, push the floor away, but broaden your shoulder blades left to right. Press the legs strong. Big breath in. Shift forward, drop knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Elbows up. Slide forward to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lift the back of your neck as well. Exhale, lower. We'll take two more like that. Inhale. Think chest bone forward. Weightless in your hands, so you could pick them up if you needed to. Exhale, lower. Third time. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Good. Now you can just hold, or fourth time, baby cobra, or push a little bit higher, more towards a full cobra. The hips are still on the floor, the pelvis is still on the floor, chest is reaching forward, shoulders drop down. Exhale, lower. Press back, child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. One big breath to your lower back. And out. Shift forward, tabletop position, fingers wide, knees under hips. Take a few cat and cows. Inhale, lifting heart and tailbone. Exhale, rounding. Creating a stable, steady breath. The next time you're rounded, stay rounded. Flex the feet, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Big breath in and out. Look forward, bend the knees, walk or hop, feet to the front. Inhale, lift your chest, hands onto something. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, strong legs, stand up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, step right leg back, left leg back, plank pose. Good. Hold and breathe. You can always drop your knees here. Shift forward. Option to lower down to your belly for baby cobra, or lower halfway down. Flip to the tops of your feet. Inhale up to upward facing dog. Hips, thighs, knees hovering off the ground. Slight bend in your elbows. Chest reaching forward and up. Exhale, downward dog. Big breath in and out. Bend knees, look forward, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Legs strong, stand up, reach up. Bigger breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Plant hands, step or hop, low push up. You choose baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath. In down dog, really push your hands and your feet into the floor. It's okay if your knees are bent. Lift your right leg, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Back foot plants flat to the floor. It's going to turn out just slightly. Inhale up to standing. Front knee is going to have a deep bend. Hands reach high to the sky. Back leg is straight and strong. Press your back heel firmly into the floor. Press your front heel firmly into the floor. Lift your ribs away from your pelvis. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step back, plank pose. You can go straight to down dog or find a flow. Meeting up in downward dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Take a moment here, get the back foot flat. Make sure the left foot's to the left, the right foot's to the right. Then inhale all the way up. Finding warrior one on this other side. Checking front knee is over middle toes. Well, it's stacked above your ankle, but pointing towards the middle toes. Making sure that back foot is flat. Keep lifting through the ribs, dropping through your shoulders. Steady breath, even here. One more inhale. Exhale, hands plant down. Step back plank, your choice. Go straight to down dog, or maybe find an up dog or a cobra. Meeting in down dog, take a breath in and out. Look forward, walk or hop, feet to hands. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale to fold. Step your feet together so big toes touch. Bend your knees deeply. Rise up, chair pose. Make sure you can see your big toes if you look down. Weight comes into your heels. Squeeze your legs together. One more breath in. Exhale, fold forward, legs straighten. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, step or hop, low push-up. Inhale, baby cobra, up dog, or go straight to down dog. It's always your choice. Meeting in downward facing dog, take a deep breath in and out. Another like that. Breathe in and out. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, inhale, one breath to lift. Exhale, hands plant, take it down. Go to down dog or take a flow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands plant. Your choice, flow or not. You don't get bonus points for flowing, so listen to your body. Holding in down dog, take a breath in. Sigh it out. Breath in. Look forward, walk or hop. Feet to hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, folds. Stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Chair pose. Inhale, bend the knees. Arms go high. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist to your right. Make sure you're twisting with your spine rather than your pelvis. You might need to draw your right hip back just a little bit, or check your knees. If one knee is sticking forward, draw that hip back. Inhale, return to center. Breathe in. Exhale, twist the opposite direction, lifting your torso up and away from your thighs. It might feel a little bit like Cobra pose in your upper back. Draw your belly in. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale up, hands go high. Straight legs, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, plant hands, step or hop, low push-up. You choose Cobra or upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Breathe in and out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through. Warrior one, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, hands interlace behind you. Lift your chest, bend deep into your front knee. Exhale, fold forward. Right shoulder to right knee. Or tuck your right shoulder inside your right knee. Swing your hips to the left slightly. Take your knuckles up and over the crown of your head. Think of pressing palms together. Release your hands to the floor. Step up and back, three-legged dog, right leg high. Breathe in. Step right foot forward. Breathe out. Look forward. Left foot steps next to right. Inhale up, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Twist to your right. Stay here, hooking left elbow, or shift weight into your right foot. Start to pick up your left foot off the ground. Good, breathe. Plant the left foot down. Inhale up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift chest. Step or hop, low push-up. Meeting in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. Lift the left leg. Step through. Warrior one, inhale, lift. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, hands interlace behind the awkward way. Lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Torso inside left knee, or rest the left shoulder on the left kneecap if you need to. Press stronger into your back heel. Shift your hips to the right. Really take your knuckles up and over. Let your head hang. Release your hands to the floor. Step up and back, three-legged dog, left toes high. Breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Fingertips down, chest reaches forward. Exhale, step right foot next to left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist towards your left, hooking right elbow, sinking your hips lower than your shoulders. Stay there or shift the weight into your left foot and pick the right foot off the ground. Steady breath creates steady balance. Slowly place the right foot down. Inhale up, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, holding here. And out. Breathing in. And out. Nice. Look forward, walk or hop feet to hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold forward. Separate your feet hip distance apart, about 2 fist widths. Bend your knees enough so your ribs touch your thighs, and with your peace fingers, reach down and get a grip on your big toes. Now, everyone can put on their shoes, so that means everyone can reach your toes. You just need to bend your knees deeply. Then let your head hang, draw shoulders away from ears. Turn your elbows out to the side, left to right. Just hang with your torso, but keep your legs pressing strong, even if they're bent. Chest reaching towards the big toes. Release, hands to shins. Inhale, lift your heart. Bend your knees deeper. Stand on your hands. So you're going to be standing palms face up, toes at the wrist joint, fingers pointing towards heels. Fold forward, elbows point out left to right again. Let your chin tuck towards your chest. If you want to change up the wrist stretch a little bit, go ahead and point your elbows towards your shins. Pressing your legs towards straight. It's okay if they don't straighten. And release, removing hands from under feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, fold. Tuck tailbone, slowly roll to standing. Awesome. Arriving in mountain pose, the front of your mat. Big breath in and out. Grab onto your hips. We're going to step left leg way back behind you and turn to warrior two. So left leg straight, right knee is going to be bent. Inhale, arms reach open to a T-like shape. Walk your front foot a little bit further forward. And even though your hips are sinking low, I want you to think like you're kind of pushing yourself away from the floor. So you're using more muscle and not just like sinking into the pose. Awesome. Look over your front fingertips. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach forward. Drop your forearm to your thigh. Swing your other arm, your left arm, over the crown of your head. Good. This might be where you stay, or feel free to bring your right hand to the ground. Turn your chest towards the sky. Breathe deeply for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise back up, warrior two, straighten your front leg. You might want to inch your back foot just slightly closer. Good. Then slide your hips back, reach your right arm forward, and drop your right hand down to your shin, your ankle, or your calf. Reach your left hand high to the sky. So I'm not mirroring you right now, so just be aware that follow what my voice is saying, not necessarily what direction it looks like I'm going on the computer screen. Two more breaths. One more. Inhale, stand back up, grab your hips, turn your right toes in and turn your left toes out. Walk your left foot further forward, bend your left knee. We're coming into warrior two on your second side. And if you're on the other side, I don't care. Just make sure you're doing both sides. Go ahead and look over the left fingertips. Press strong through your back leg. Good. 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach forward. Drop the forearm to the thigh. Reach the other arm up and over the crown of your head. Feel free to stay right there or drop that bottom palm to the floor. Press stronger through your back foot. 5 deep breaths. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Straighten your front leg and then tiptoe that back foot a little bit closer. Slide your hips towards the back. Reach forward. Drop the hand to the thigh, the calf, the shin, the ankle. Lean back a little bit. Should feel like you're trying to stack your torso directly above that front leg. This top arm often likes to go way behind us. Make sure it's truly straight up. Stomp your feet into the ground. And inhale, rise all the way back up. We'll turn the left toes in. Bring your feet parallel. Even turn the toes to point slightly towards each other. Heels go kind of wide. At your lower back, interlace your hands. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest. Stretch the knuckles down. And exhale, fold forward. Knuckles going up and over. Press strong into your heels. Push them down into the ground. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, flat back, slowly rise up to standing. Release your hands to your hips, take a breath in and out. Pivot to face the front of your mat. You're going to step your back foot slightly closer to your front foot, turning the back toes out slightly. For most of you, your right leg is in front, your left leg is behind you, right toes point forward, left toes point slightly to the left. Option to keep holding the hips or to bring your palms together between your shoulder blades at your upper back and pressing your palms inward as your elbows push outward. Big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Thinking of connecting your chest bone towards your leg. Pressing strong through your legs. Reversing that, look forward, chest up, slowly stand back up. Keep your hands wherever they are. We're just going to pivot right around to the other side. Adjusting your feet as you need to, so it's not one foot in front of the other like a tightrope, but you've got one foot slightly to the left, one foot slightly to the right, more like two separate lanes of traffic. Inhale to lift your chest, and exhale, dive forward. Good, press strong through the back leg. Keep breathing. Hard up, look forward, slowly rise all the way back up. Pivot to face center, release your hands. Good, take a breath in and out. Step to the front of your mat. Way up. Alrighty, we're going to do some standing balance. If you need wall support, please go for it. You're going to stand firmly onto your left leg. Draw your right knee up towards your chest. All right, go ahead and grab the right shin. Draw the knee towards your armpit. This is a wonderful place to stay and work on balance. If you want to add on, bring left hand to left hip and use your left fingers to kind of be like, hey, lower abdomen, engage for me. You might stay there. Or bring right peace fingers to right big toe, just like we did when we were forward folding. Maybe you press the right knee, the right foot forward to a right angle. Or maybe you press the right leg towards straight. Now, whatever your right leg looks like, I don't really care, but I do want your spine straight, your heart lifted. I want you to be reaching through the crown of your head. So we're still looking for a nice long straight line through the standing leg and the back, where the right knee may or may not be bent or straight, does not matter. Good. Gently open the right leg to the side. You can be holding the foot or the shin. Maybe even turn your gaze to look towards your left. Keep pushing the floor away from you with your left leg. Slowly release the right leg, sweep it behind you. Bring the hands to the ground for standing splits. Lift the right leg high to the sky. And slowly drop right knee to your chest. We're going to come back to standing. I know, crazy balances. Awesome. Stay like this or make a basket out of your fingers. Interlace your fingers underneath the bottom of your foot. Push your foot towards straight. And maybe connect forehead towards shin. Maybe touch elbows together underneath your calf. Keep breathing. And slowly release. Ooh, catch your breath again. We got another side to do. All right, stand onto your right leg. Remember, breath first, posture second. If you just want to stand here and breathe, you're still doing yoga. Left knee to the chest. Go ahead, grab the shin. Option one, work this the whole time if you want. Get that breath going. And then right hand is going to grab onto right hip. Nice. And then left peace fingers are going to grab onto left big toe. Awesome. And then start to push your left leg towards straight while maintaining the length and lift of the heart, straight back, a straight standing right leg. Keep trying to draw that left shoulder back. Mine really wants to go forward. Do your best to keep drawing the left shoulder back. And slowly open the left leg towards the left, maybe even turning your gaze towards the right. Then slowly let go of the left leg, sweep it back behind you. Bring your hands to the ground. Standing splits, lifting the left leg up high towards the sky. Left knee draws to your chest. Slowly come to standing. Dance moves. Wah-ya! If you fall, the floor is there to catch you. All right, now you can stay like this or make that basket out of the hands. Interlace the fingers underneath the bottom of the left foot. Start to kick the left foot towards straight and maybe forward fold, connecting forehead to shin, touching elbows together underneath calf. Draw the belly back as you reach the heart forward. Slowly releasing. Return to 2 feet, which should feel way better, way more balanced. Okay, stand strong, mountain pose, deep breath in and out. Notice how your body feels. Inhale, hands go high. Exhale, flat back to fold. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, sit down on your sits bones. Awesome, we're going to do a little bit of core work. That does not mean fast forward, but modify what you need to. Okay, go ahead and gently roll down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest, but then push them away from you so they stack above your hips, and lift your feet as high as your knees. This is a great place to stay. Just holding your legs in this shape while squeezing inner thighs together is a wonderful way to tone your lower belly. If you want to add on, bring your arms along your sides, palms face up. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lift up your head and shoulders. Reach your arms past the bottom of your mat. And we're just going to hold here. Try to relax the fronts of your thighs. Try to keep your tailbone relaxed down onto the ground. And more than anything, I want you to think of curling your upper body up. The neck and chin can stay neutral. Shoulders down. You can hold just like this or add in some tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze the legs together. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up. Sink your lower belly towards your spine. Squeeze your legs together. Bow up just a little bit higher. And release everything down to the floor. Good. Take an inhale and an exhale. Stretch your legs out long. Awesome. And if you're like, oh, I just need Shavasana, well, here you go. Hang out here. If you're ready for a bit more, bring your arms along your sides. Take a breath in. And exhale, lift up. Just with the upper body. Fly on my foot. Get away, get away. So you're lifting with the upper body. Legs are down. Pelvis is on the floor. Sink your lower belly. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Awesome. Big breath in. And out. Bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the floor. Check that your feet are parallel. Heels might need to go a little bit wider. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands by your sides. Bend at your elbows, fingers reach to the ceiling. Push into your feet, flat feet, push down, and lift your hips up towards the sky. Nice. Walk your armpits towards your hips. Push the inner edges of your feet down, push your heels down. And I want you to think of your hip bones, these front hip points, pulling towards your chest. And that's how you're going to get more of a stretch in your thighs, which is what we're going for today, and more of an opening for your lower back. You should feel your butt cheeks and your hamstrings lighting up. And you can even grab onto those hip bones and kind of pull them towards you. It's okay if it lowers your hips a little bit, but you should feel a difference. Push your elbows into the floor. Big breath in. Good. Slowly lower down. Start with the chest bone. Then move to the middle back. The tailbone is still lifted. Tailbone is still lifted. Lower back pushes into the floor. Tailbone is still lifted. And then slowly lower down. Draw your knees into your chest. Give a gentle rock left to right. And slowly rock all the way up to seated. Great. Plant your hands. Step back, downward dog. Lift your right leg high to the sky. Feel free to stay here or bend your right knee and point your right knee up to the ceiling, keeping your right shoulder drop down. You're welcome to stay like this or shift forward, shoulders above wrists. Step the right foot behind your left knee. Start to pivot. Reach your right arm up and back behind you. That right foot goes flat, finding Wild Thing. Hips are the highest point of this pose. Externally rotate that bottom arm. Slowly release back to that plank and then to downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Left leg lifts up. Bend at the left knee. Point the knee to the sky. Left shoulder blade stays down. Stay like this or shift. Shoulders over wrists. Step left foot behind the right knee. Pick the hips up. Reach the left arm over the crown of your head. And unwind back to the plank and then back to your downward dog. Breath in and out. Shift forward back into tabletop and then sit back onto your heels. Okay, make sure your feet are parallel. So the heels often like to go apart here. Try to keep them inward. This will give you a little bit more stretch for the front of your shins. If you want more sensation, then take your feet wide apart and sit your hips down onto the mat between your feet. Now, your hips need to be on something, either your feet or a pillow or a yoga block or the ground, no hovering them in space. If you want to add on further, start to walk your hands back. I don't want you to arch. Instead, I want you to actually tuck your tailbone under. So it's going to feel like cat pose in your pelvis. And that's going to help open up the fronts of the thighs a bit more. And you can stay like that, or you can start to lower down to your forearms. You're welcome to go all the way down to your back though, but I do not want any sensation in your lower back. I don't want it to feel like you're arching, because the whole point here is to stretch the thighs, not to do anything with the back. So the more thigh stretch you'll get, the more you do cat pose in the pelvis here. Couple more breaths. Just like in bridge pose, when we pulled those hip bones towards us, the same sensation here. You want to think of these front hip points pulling up towards your chest. Okay, we're going to slowly come out of this shape. Great. Shift forward Back to tabletop. Stretch one leg back for a moment, flex the foot, and then just shift forward and back a little bit with your hips. Wonderful. And then reverse or switch sides. Other leg back, forward and back a little bit. Great. Shift forward. Have a seat again. You're going to lay down onto your bellies. Awesome. Stretch your legs back. Bring your arms along your sides. You can bring your forehead to the ground. Then on an inhale, lift up your head, your shoulders, your arms, and if you'd like, go ahead and float up your legs. I don't care how high you get, I want to see how long you can get. How much can you push your chest bone forward and stretch your legs back? Option to interlace your hands. And release down. Turn your head to look either direction. All right, you can repeat that. You could always rest. Or if you want to add on, bend both knees, reach both hands back, find the tops of your feet. Make sure your knees stay parallel, no peeing dog legs out to the side. Then on an inhale, lift everything up, kicking your legs back, reaching your heart forward, stretching your knees back. Lift the back of your skull. Full breath in and out. And release. Turn your head to look the other direction. Let your breath slow down. Bring hands by shoulders. Push up and back to tabletop. Walk your knees forward. We'll come to sit on your sits bones again. You're going to have the option to take another bridge pose like we did a moment ago. Or this would be your time to take a wheel if that's what your body is craving. So I already talked you through bridge, so I'll talk you through wheel this time. Make sure your feet are parallel. Great. Spine is flat on the floor to start. You're going to reach your hands up and back, palms down. If you've never done wheel before, now is not the time. You should learn this with a live instructor who can coach you right on the spot versus a video. When you're ready, push down into your heels, lift up your hips, flip to the top of your head so that you can check that your elbows are parallel. They aren't going left to right. Your palms are flat, your fingers are spread wide. Good, then push into your hands, lift your torso up. You might need to adjust your feet so your ankles are underneath your knees. Actively push into your palms and your feet, just like downward dog. Full breath here. If you can't push your arms to straight, I say stay in bridge. And slowly release back down. Laying flat onto your back. And just letting your spine be flat for a moment. Immediately rounding your back. Even immediately twisting can sometimes be too much for the spine after that. So just lay flat for a moment. One of the best things you can do after a back bend is strengthen your abs, as that's going to help stretch your lower back, which we just worked. So let's do it. Bring your arms by your sides. Straighten your legs up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl up the upper body, legs can stay up, or hover off the floor for low boat for 5. Push your lower back into the floor for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything down. Find a happy baby. Grab ankles or outer edges of feet. Push the bottoms of your feet up to the sky. Press your tailbone down into the mat. Knees can stay bent. Or if you want to play with it, take them out towards straight a little bit. Awesome. Knees come back into your chest. We're going to roll up to seated. Take as many rolls as you'd like. And plant your hands. We'll go back to downward dog. Pressing knuckles down into the floor. Head heavy. Look forward, half pigeon. Right knee comes behind right palm. Slide your left knee back. Equalize weight between your right and left hips. If you feel any discomfort in your front knee, go ahead and roll onto your back and hug your right knee into your chest. Just a couple breaths here. Then sit onto your right hip, turn to face the long left edge of your mat, draw your right foot a little bit closer to you. And again, I won't be mirroring you, but you've got your left leg extended, your right knee bent in. Inhale, arms go up high to the sky. Exhale, side bend towards your left. Bring the left arm towards the ground, reach your right arm up and over. Actively press your right knee towards the floor and your right hip down into the ground. Breathe deep into your ribs. Press your left thigh towards the floor. Inhale back up to center. Plant your hands at the front of your mat. Step up and back, three-legged dog. Right toes go high. Good. Step it down. Downward dog. Left leg lifts. Left knee to left palm. And walk the right knee back. Good. Make sure the weight is equal between right and left hips. Think of lifting your pubic bone upward towards your belly button. Lifting the back of your skull. Then sit onto your left hip. Turn to face the right edge of your mat. Now you've got the right leg extended, the left leg is bent in. Inhale, hands go high to the sky. Exhale, side bend towards your right. Right arm comes to the ground. Left arm reaches up and over. Push your left knee firmly into the floor. Push your left hip firmly into the floor. Push your right thigh firmly into the floor. Turn your heart upward towards the ceiling. Deep breaths. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Plant your hands at the front of your mat. Up and back to downward dog we go. Step the left foot down. Walk your feet to your hands again. Have a seat on your sits bones. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. We'll move the inner thighs in, the outer hips out. Awesome. Draw your right knee up and in, right foot flat to the floor. You can stay like this, or you can cross the right foot across the left thigh. Right hand is going to come behind you. Inhale, left arm goes up, sit up tall. Exhale, twist towards your bent knee, towards your right. Use your arm to draw your right knee across your chest towards your left armpit. As you do that, though, push your right knee slightly towards the right into your arm. So a little bit of resistance there. Check that both shoulders are open, chest is broadening. Turn your gaze to look forward. Unwind the rest of your body. Nice. We'll switch sides now. Right leg extends out. Breathe in. Exhale, draw the left leg in. You can keep the foot like this or cross it up and over. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale to twist. Good. As you draw the left knee across your body, push it slightly back into your arm. Actively push the right thigh of the extended leg down into the floor. And then gaze over your back shoulder. You can always gaze forward if that feels better to your neck. Turn to look forward. Unwind the rest of your body. Uncross your legs, stretch them out in front of you. Scoot your hips forward so you've got somewhere behind you. We're going to roll back. So stretch your legs out, reach your hands forward. Start with the sacrum. Couldn't think for a second. You're going to slowly roll back all the way down to your mat, as slow as you can go today. When you get to your back, lay flat for a moment, and then draw knees up to chest. Extend your legs straight up to the sky. This is option 1, hanging out here. Option 2, hands by sides, moving into plow pose, kicking the feet up and over the crown of your head. Hands can come to lower back or interlace. Make sure the weight's on your shoulders, never on your head or neck. Lift your thighs up away from your head. Lift your hips up towards the sky. Make sure your abs are working here to protect your back in this big shape. And slowly roll back onto your back. Make any adjustments you need. Take any last poses you need. And find your way into Shavasana. That might look like legs up the wall. That might look like laying flat. Whatever comfortable shape you want. Taking a deep breath in once you've arrived. And trust that I'll get you up when it's time to get up. For now, there's nothing else you need to be doing. Staying present for just a few more moments. Letting your body rest. Allow your breath to deepen. Bring gentle movements back to your body. Eventually roll over to your favorite side and give yourself a couple moments before pressing to seated. As you find your way up to a seated position, your hands might fall into your lap or perhaps join at your heart. Taking a moment and saying thank you to your body for being able to move, to breathe, for getting you through all that balancing, all that moving. Thank you, body. And take a giant breath in, sigh it out. Thanks so much for joining me and sharing your practice with me today. If you like this class, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button below. Leave a comment. If you have requests for future classes, let me know that by leaving a comment below. Happy yogaing!